Hey guys, good morning. I'm Carol with Fleece Bird Arts. Welcome to the deck. Even though you can't really see anything because you're staring at me, sorry. I left the door open, didn't I? Oh, I shut it. Oh, good. So I'm having coffee and I got a little something from Paradise Fibers. Great coffee. So I've decided I signed up for their subscription. And Paradise Fibers has been a company that I've bought fiber from multiple times. I've um, I've dyed their fiber. They're a great company. Anyway, I love them. And I haven't opened this, so you guys are gonna get to see it for the first time with me. Ooh, fun! Look. Oh, okay. So in this box we have Fiber Club at a Glance, July 25. So there's a coupon. Fiber Club at a Glance, fiber blends, pina colada, and sweet breeze. Okay, I'll buy that. A slap bracelet, a handy dandy ruler for your wrist. Okay. A stitch maker, summer flower, and a Eunice sticker at the pool, and a special drink lemonade stick. Oh, how fun! Ooh, now this is a picture of the fiber spun up right here. And on the back of this one is the fiber. Or maybe I've got it backwards. Nope. Awesome. I have never ordered their kits before. And I just think that would be fun. Oh yeah, okay, so you get a little slap wrist ruler thing. Yeah, cool. And a little drink of lemonade. And a sticker that's, that'll go on my mug. I have a little mug that I got from the brew house. Okay, let's dig into this fiber, y'all. Ooh. Does it say what kind of fiber it is? Let's see if it does. So sweet breeze. Nothing says summer like a day at the pool. When you're sitting poolside, you're gonna need a towel. We usually create the blend to then find a complementary project. This time we did a little different. We chose a towel for the project and then curated a versatile blend that suits a towel or any other summertime projects. Blue-faced Leicester. Then we paired it with rose and lotus fibers for their absorbency and breathability and drape. Working with Sweet Breeze was an absolute delight. We spun it from the fan, then chain plied for our sample. The pearly white color boasts a lovely sheen, yeah, I'll bet. So the pearly white is in the, I'm assuming that this one is Sweet Breeze because it looks and feels like Leicester or Leicester, I guess people call it both. I don't know what the official name is. Pina Colada from Puerto Rico. No. Did you know pina coladas originated in Puerto Rico? Pina colada is a Spanish name for strained pineapple. I didn't know that. I just know they're delicious. Soft merino and flowing silk paired with pineapple fiber. Ooh, okay. Ooh, let's dig in. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Can you see? Look at that. Oh. Oh, it is very, very soft. And there's this rust and white and kind of a pastel green and like a sea poolside blue. Oh, gorgeous. Ooh, and you get a lot. I mean, they packed it in a bag, but look at this. That is a lot of fiber. You can really make something with that, not just a little sampling. I doubt I'll be able to get that back in the bag. Okay, let's look at pina colada. So this is the one that has the pineapple fiber in it. I've never, oh my gosh. Oh, yum. Now I have it on my face. Yum. Wow. So this is merino and silk and pineapple. You can barely, just barely tell that it's an animal fiber. And it's a huge bag. Look at that. I don't know how they got it in there. Somebody must draw the short straw. Here's a bunch of fiber. You figure out how to put it in that bag. Okay, this is going to be next for Tour de Fleece. Thank you so much to Paradise Fibers for sending this so fast. I ordered it over the weekend, so would have been, it was Friday, I think, and today is Tuesday. So they must know that because Tour de Fleece is going on, you know, get those orders out there because people want stuff to spend. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh. So I will be doing that for Yarno, because on my Yarno page there is a work with a new to you fiber, and pineapple is definitely new to me. Today I'm going to spend 30 minutes with a neglected work in progress, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. So let me show you what I'm doing. Let me see if I can adjust the camera. And thank you again, Paradise Fibers. That is so fun, and I appreciate you sending so much fiber. All right, let me see if I can get you guys to where you can see what I'm going to be doing. Can you see? Not yet. Almost. How about now? Okay. This is the bat that I made, that I blended it. Actually, this dark is a separate fiber. This light stuff was already in a braid blended. You probably saw it on the video where I was trying to decide what fibers to do, and this is what it looks like. And you can just take your fingers and go like this on your screen and you should be able to see it, and it's exactly what I wanted. What I was going for was, I was picturing looking out over a meadow and seeing little specks of wildflowers and white sheep. And this is exactly what I was going for. So I just want to spin this up. I have just about this much more. See, I just want that to be just a little blurb. Just a little bloob. I have just about this much more fiber, so I think it won't be a huge skein. It'll be, you know, big enough to do something with. I could make a baby hat or some baby booties or thank you again, Tracy, for my wheel. This is the Ashford Joy, and this was my friend Tracy's mother's, and her mother has passed away, and Tracy is not a spinner. Although I would love to spin with her, but she's not a spinner. Nobody in her family spins, so they said, do you want this? And I said, oh my gosh, yes, I very do. Yes, I very do. I got lotion on my toes. I don't want to get that on my wheel. So I will spin this up, and then I'll spin up another skein, and then I'll apply them. And I'm not sure, depends on what they end up looking like. I might do a sample and see if I want to do a 3-ply or 2. And I am spinning this thinner than I normally spin fiber. I like thick, bulky, lofty woolen spiders. No, I don't like those. I like lofty, soft, or coarse actually. I like all fiber. But this I'm doing a little thinner. I wouldn't say it's a worsted spin. It's kind of a, I don't know, like a thin woolen maybe. I don't think you could call this woolen, because really there's no room for air. So it's not going to be really squishy. But if I were doing it worsted, I would go like this. And there would be no air, but that's not comfortable. I can do it, but it's not as comfortable for me. So what are you all doing today? Today's day 4 of Tour de Fleece. Doug got up early and headed over to help our friends move. Funny, really funny. So Doug wears these, they're whites, they're called whites, that's the kind of boots they are, and they have a really deep waffle on the bottom. Many years I have complained because he'll go out in the gravel or come home from work or whatever, and those little waffles pick up tiny little sharp rocks. And not only is it dirty, but when you step on one barefoot, it really hurts. And he tries to clean them off before he comes in. It's just the nature of the beast. But for years I have said, oh, I just hate those rocks, because you step on it first thing in the morning and ouch, it really hurts. And he'll go around and pick up the rocks, and you know, he tries, but he loves these boots. That's what he wears whenever he is working. Well, he got ready to go help our friends move, and he comes in the house. He was out taking Jaja for a walk, and he comes in the house. He goes, I got to change my boots. I said, why? He goes, Tammy's afraid the little rocks will fall off and scratch the floor. I'm like, what? You mean after all these years of me complaining, you go change your boots for Tammy? I might have an issue with that. He looks up at me. I wasn't smiling. He looks up at me, really? I said, no. I totally understand why. She's got all hard floors. Some of them are tile and some of them are wood. Hell yeah, I think you ought to change your boots. I'm with Tammy. He goes, oh, okay, good. Yeah. I had him go in there for a minute. See, when I get this all spun up, I think I think the color is just going to be just tiny little specks, I think. Oh, oh, oh. This wheel spins so easy that I get ahead of myself. I don't really want it that thick, although that is beautiful. So I'll just leave that as a little blub. This is silk noil. Those little white things are silk noil. Okay, I've got way too much fiber going through right now. Even though I love that thick spin, for this, that's not what I want. The stable length on this fiber is pretty long. Yeah, I really got a chuckle out of that. He wasn't sure if I was serious or not. He was chuckling when he came in, and then he sat down, and after I said, "What do you mean? You're changing your boots for Tammy? After all these years I have begged you not to wear those boots in the house because of the rocks, and you're changing them for Tammy. Are you serious?" Well, I think he kind of wondered there for a second if I was joking or... Ah, gotcha. Uh-oh. This is a great way to use up those tiny little tufts of stuff. I really have to focus to slow down. So after this video, I hope that I can get up to my room and get a card made. This weekend is Doug's birthday, and we're having a big gathering at one of the restaurants. I made reservations at Applebee's because then everybody can just get what they want. You know, if they don't like... A lot of us always go out to Mexican food, which is great. Doug and I love Mexican food, but, you know, some people have diet stuff, whatever. So I thought Applebee's would be good. Doug and I enjoy their menu because you just have, each of you can have whatever you want. He can eat low carb and I can eat pasta. Works out great. I like those little, just those tiny little fat parts. I don't know if you'd call it art yarn. I don't think I would call it art yarn. So yeah, I'm planning on just having a day in the house, going up to my craft room. I'm so excited about my studio that I can't hardly even stand it. It's really a bonus having a lot that's big enough. I think we have an acre and 3/4, something like that. I don't know, but you know, it's not all buildable. You buy the view and the trees and the wildlife. That's, you know, and the privacy. It's not flat. It's not like you could, you know, have a big garden and have a cow or anything like that. But it is nice to have just a little bit of property so that you can, Doug could have his shop. And I hadn't really planned on having a fiber studio, but I've got so much fiber, and now I have several spinning wheels and several looms, and it gets kind of tough sometimes when the house has been shut up and we've been gone for a couple hours, and then I come back in and I open the door, I can smell that it's wool. And you know, that's not a pleasant smell for everybody. So it'll be nice to get all the wool out. Even though I don't have dirty wool in the house, you know, all animal fiber is going to have a little bit of odor to it. So it'll be nice to get everything out in the fiber studio, and all the dirty stuff, the dyeing stuff, and because I just have never dyed fiber here. I could do it in glass jars outside. It just doesn't matter how careful you are, you're gonna get it. When you wash the jars or something, you're gonna get it everywhere. And we have white carpet. Got a little stingy there with the fiber. This is so soft. Definitely next to skin fiber. And it is merino silk. It's a little speck of something. I don't think it's tinsel. I'm not sure where I got this. I've had this for a long time. I'm so used to seeing it in my stash. It'll be weird not to see it, but yeah, I've had it a long time. And I'm happy to be using it. I might have gotten this at the fiber place in Boise. I just don't remember. I was talking to one of the gals in the guild in Idaho Falls, and we were talking about the state fair. And I've loved, for years, I've just loved going to the state fair and sitting in the sheep barn and spinning. And we would have a drum carter there, and you know, they would show sheep. They had fiber sheep, not very many fiber sheep, but some. Mostly meat sheep, Suffolk and Colombian and stuff like that, but it was so fun getting all of our wheels out. A couple of the gals have a great wheel, which is always a novelty because they're so cool and it reminds you of all the stories you hear about spinning. Oh, little foxtail. And I love teaching the little kids. You know, they would just stare. And I would say, do you want to learn how to spin? Come here. And sit them on my lap and let them spin for just, a minute, 30 seconds. And then break off the yarn that they spun. And you could tell they thought that was something really special. And I love it. I haven't done it for years though, because we're usually up at the cabin or something. But I might try to see if I can go this year. Our state fair is always Labor Day weekend. And I think the county fair here is already done. I'm not sure. Maybe not, actually. I don't know. I wouldn't mind going there and spinning either. It's so fun. Coming down to the end of it. Oh, I gotta move my... I watched a video the other day and a gal was talking about the benefits of a woolly winder, and it automatically goes back and forth in a real consistent pattern so that your bobbin fills up consistently. And I've never really had, it just doesn't bother me to reach over and move it to a new hook. I've just always kind of wondered why people love their woolly winder, but she was talking about the fact that it changes how you spin, it changes the draw, and because it is so consistent and smooth when it moves, that it increases the chance that you're going to be spinning more consistent yourself. And that was interesting to me. And on my matchless, my Shack matchless wheel, I do find that I'm not as consistent as I would like. So I'm wondering about maybe getting one. Spinning is just like anything, any other art. There's just so many cool things that have come out, and it's hard not to want to buy them all. Different wheels that do different things, and yeah, all the tools. I'm looking for a hackle and a swing picker. Right now I have a box picker and it works, but I want to do more fiber because I have, I don't know how many fleeces. I'm going to leave this little ball on here just so that I don't get it lost. But can you see? Take your fingers on your screen and go like that. I don't think I can pick that up. This is way too, it's still spun too tight. Let's pull some out and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's a little too tight. But that's what it'll be. Yeah, I like it. I like the way it turned out. It was exactly what I envisioned, and that's always really cool, you know, when you can have something in mind and then pull it off. That's really cool. All right, guys, I am going to go inside and, oh, I got to mark off my, did I work for 30 minutes? I don't think I did. I'll take it inside and work for some more. I'm not sure I worked for 30 minutes. But this is what I'm doing today. And today is day 4. Cool, cool beans. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching me spin. If you're a fiber person, hit that sub button. I'd love to get to know all you guys. Let's all take care of each other, guys. Bye.